Somaliland is the only part of Somalia that isn't a failed, miserable state. It is an area, northwestern Somalia, bordering Ethiopia and Eritrea, and of course the Gulf of Aden, the Pacific Ocean to the north, which is separate from Somalia, which became part of Somalia when Somalia was given independence after the Second World War from different colonial powers. And it has developed in a different trajectory than Somalia, and it's gone in a much better way. It has adopted its own currency, its own military, it governs its own territory, holds elections, fairly regular, foreseeable elections that are relatively transparent and not corrupt, definitely by African standards, very good. And where the level of violence is extremely low in comparison to the region, and where there is no or very little jihadi Islamist presence. Now, Somalia is another pet project of the international humanitarian industry. It's a country that receives tremendous international aid and where there are lots of international interests and interference and presence in Somalia. For many years, the area that has been supported by the world has been an example in failure, in misgovernance, in corruption, in violence, in a fertile breeding ground for jihadi extremist elements. Al-Shabaab is the local flavor, basically an offshoot of Al-Qaeda, but homegrown and Somali. ISIS has a presence in northeastern Somalia, and they've spread from there. And it's really a miserable place, ranking either last or just before last in almost every human index that there is. And yet, even though Somaliland has, through hard work, diligence, and strategic leadership, paved a different path for themselves, the world kind of forces the union of the two areas to be together.